Okay, so for whatever reason, I am on go today. So I'm not even going to waste too much time. I'm going to get right into it. This man you see right here, this is a man named Buck Colbert Franklin. If you look up anything regarding this man, Buck Colbert Franklin, the history, they'll tell you that his mother was of Choctaw descent. You know, they try to say, oh, 1/4, whatever, because she was obviously a black woman. So, but what's interesting is that they say that his father was a black man. And I've seen some historians say that his father was a Chickasaw freedman. Now, first of all, Buck was born in Homer, Pontotoc County, Oklahoma, which was Chickasaw territory. So he was born on Chickasaw territory in 1879. This was after the Trail of Tears. He was born on Chickasaw Indian territory. Here's Buck right here, and then this is his brother, I believe Matthew, which you can look up information on him as well, Matthew Franklin. Now, I don't even want to be long-winded, but this is David Birney Franklin, said to be Buck Colbert Franklin's father. As you can see, he was born in Tennessee, in Gallatin, Sumner County, Tennessee, which, if you know your history about Gallatin, Sumner County, Tennessee, there was a lot of Indian raids that were happening there because at the turn of the Revolutionary War, prior to the 19th century, Anglo-Americans, they started moving. After the Revolutionary War, they needed to cover the cost of the American Revolutionary War. They were giving these Anglo-Americans, these settlers, these white settlers, they were giving them large parcels of land, and the Indians weren't having it. There are a lot of undocumented Indian, Anglo-American scuffles, massacres, retaliatory attacks that were happening at the end of the Revolutionary War up into the early 19th century. And now all of this information can be read on, you can look up Buck Colbert Franklin's information on Find a Grave. You can see who his parents were, who his family was. But Buck Colbert Franklin, his uncle, a man named Russell, he was included in a lawsuit against Governor Douglas H. I can't see his name at this moment, but you can read this on Find a Grave. All of these links to Chickasaw and Choctaw ancestry. And mind you, if you're familiar with the Chickasaw and Choctaw history, during this time, many of the prominent Choctaw families were mixed-race families. Edmund Pickens, who was the first elected, keep in mind elected, he didn't inherit his role as a Chickasaw leader, but he was elected as a leader of the Chickasaw. His mother is said to be Chickasaw, but his father was a white man. And so they were including these mixed-race Choctaw families who had white fathers, because again, as I mentioned in my other video, the tribal designation was determined by the mother. And so you had these white men who were sleeping with these Choctaw women, and their biracial children, they made leaders, and throughout history convinced themselves that they are full-blooded. Not only that, but the mixed race children, because of their status in society, they were largely slaveholders, and they were enslaving the full-blooded Chickasaw, Choctaw people who have been written out of history as just black and Negro. And then here you have Buck Colbert Franklin's paternal grandfather, David's father, a man named Buck Franklin, who was born on Chickasaw territory in Mississippi, died in Oklahoma, and he's also buried at Old 5 Mile Cemetery in Maury County, Oklahoma. Maury County, Oklahoma is traditional Chickasaw Indian territory in Oklahoma. But remember, Buck Colbert Franklin's father was just a black man. He was just a black man, knowing that as they are revising our history, many people equate black to Africa and African.